Hello, I'm Miss Tell It Like It Is. I hope everybody's doing wonderful out there. I'm doing wonderful, okay? Um, Today's topic is going to be about people with faces but no names. And this video is going to be talking about the homeless, okay? I see the homeless every day when I go out. And it is a very sad situation because in the United States there are 552,830 people homeless, okay? That's a lot of people, okay? And it's a lot of reasons why these people are homeless. It's a lack of affordable housing, unemployment, poverty, low wages, okay? It's a lot of poor people that just cannot afford housing. And for those who can afford it, well, because inflation, rent is going up everywhere. So a lot of people are just unable to keep up with rent. So it's a lot of people that end up just homeless, like whole families, individuals. There are 66.7% people that are homeless are individuals. There are 33.3% being families. That's a lot. There are 30% of people who are homeless that are mentally ill. And there are 50% of people that are homeless that are either on drugs or some kind of substance abuse. When I go out and I see the homeless, it touches me because, first of all, I'm not judgmental because anyone can become homeless. Anyone, anything can happen. So, like a lot of times you see people, they walk past a homeless. Some of them have nasty things to say. You know, you see the homeless get mistreated by certain law enforcement. You know, they're kicked off of benches. Um, they're just discriminated against. I mean, and you think about they've already hit rock bottom. And like society just sees them but don't see them. Thank God we have, soup kitchens and we have homeless shelters and, you know, but we still need more, you know. And then the saddest thing is in some states, you go to jail for feeding the homeless. Like you have to have a license to give any homeless person something from out of your kitchen that you cooked, you know. That's why a lot of times if I see a homeless person and I have the money and they tell me that they're hungry, um, I'll tell them to follow me and I'll go and I'll buy them a burger. I'll buy them some food. Okay. Because no one knows how they got there. A lot of people, you know, judge them and they call them lazy. Oh, that bum, you know, that bum could get out and work like anybody else. How could you call them that? You don't know their story. Nobody knows their story. Nobody, sometimes people have something so horrific to happen to them that they just tap out on life. I mean, the wife may leave them and take the kids and take them for everything they have. And The man, he just may just tap out on life, just have a nervous breakdown. Everything he put his life in is gone. So he can't function. Some people lose people that they love, their soulmate, and they just give up on life and they get so depressed, and then they just can't get up out of bed. So they lose their job, and then bam, there they go. They can't pay their rent, so they're homeless. So don't ever judge anybody. It's important. I believe compassion is so important to have, because I have a whole lot of compassion for people. You know, I've been told sometimes I have too much compassion, but I don't think I have too much compassion. I think that, when I'm out, that I know within my spirit who to help and who not to help, who to buy some food for and who not to buy some food for. You know, all I'm saying, people, is be compassionate. Be compassionate. Don't judge the homeless. Don't look down on them, because they are somebody's family. And they didn't come in the world like that. I mean, when I look at mental illness, and I've known a lot of mentally ill people in my life, okay? And they were good people. They just couldn't help that they were born with a mental illness, and they were young. Young. And they couldn't live anywhere with anybody because their mental illness was so bad, and they ended up being homeless. And then they end up getting in trouble with the law. I think that there should be new laws put in place that says that you, as a family member, as an immediate family member, if you see your loved one has a mental condition, that you can present the proof and get them Baker acted for more than just 24 hours. And then they're back out on the street. A lot of people slip through the cracks and never get help. They were born mentally ill. They just didn't become mentally ill. They were children with mental illnesses, And they slipped through the cracks and no one recognized it. And you didn't recognize it until they got grown. And then the law tells you then it's up for them to get help. So what do you do when you have loved ones that you love and they got good hearts, but they have mental illness? A lot of those people with mental illness, they end up homeless. So, anything that you can do for a homeless person, and that is in your spirit to do something good for them, do it. Like I said, you can't feed them from your kitchen. But if you see a homeless person out on the street and they ask you for something, that because they're hungry and you have it, go buy them something to eat. That's a form of charity. I believe God will bless you when you give to people that are in need, okay? Never be judgmental, and because, like I said, anybody at any time could end up homeless, even those that have money. You never know. The economy, man, is shaky. You feel what I'm saying? So you never know what could happen. Even in this uncertain economy that we have, we could have a world system bankrupt. Then what? I'm just tell like it is. This was a short video. it's just, like I said, something to talk about when it comes to people that are forgotten, you know, faces without names. You don't know their names and you don't know their stories of why they ended up there. And you know, you got a lot of people, they say, I don't want to know, I don't care. Well, you may be like that, but what if that's you one day? And you may say it'll never be you. Never say never. Never say never. There are things that we are control of in our lives, and there's some things sometimes we don't have any control of. You got illnesses that hit people out of the blue, and they can't work anymore. You know, you don't know what could happen, and it's not to place fear. It's just to, it's just to think about. Think about before you judge someone, before you treat someone that's homeless bad. Think about it. That homeless person was once a baby in somebody's hospital nursery, or maybe born at home. But that homeless person does not deserve to be harassed and mistreated because they hit rock bottom. I'm just telling it like it is. I just told it like it is. I hope everybody have a wonderful day. This was a short video, but nevertheless, it's a good message. Whether you want to receive it or don't, always remember to be compassionate. Because if you ever hit rock bottom or you have a hard time, you're going to want somebody to be compassionate towards you. Saying that, have a good one.